2320. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to C News. My name is Smiley. I'm very happy to have you here today. Don't forget to engage with our videos by giving us a thumbs up, subscribing, and leaving your comments down below. In recent years, the British royal family has been a focal point of global media attention, with various members' lives and actions scrutinized and debated. Among the figures who have consistently attracted media coverage is Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. A significant contributor to the discourse surrounding Meghan has been Angela Levin, a royal biographer and journalist known for her outspoken views. Levin's commentary has often been controversial, leading to widespread discussions about media bias, the ethics of journalism, and the impact of persistent negative narratives on public figures. Angela Levin has built a reputation as a seasoned journalist and royal biographer, with a career spanning several decades. She has authored multiple books on the British royal family, including a biography of Prince Harry titled Harry, Conversations with the Prince. Her work often provides intimate insights into the lives of royal family members, drawing from her extensive experience and access to royal circles. Levin's career began in general journalism, but she gradually specialized in royal reportage, becoming a respected voice in the field. Her analyses and opinions are frequently sought by media outlets, and she has appeared on various platforms to discuss royal affairs. However, her commentary, particularly concerning Meghan Markle, has been a source of contention and has sparked significant public debate. Levin's critiques of Meghan Markle have been multifaceted, often focusing on Meghan's actions, public statements, and perceived attitudes. One notable instance occurred during Meghan and Prince Harry's visit to Public School 123 in New York City in 2021. Reports emerged that the couple's aides requested the school to sign a gagging order, preventing staff and students from making negative comments about the visit. Levin described this alleged request as very cruel, arguing that it infringed upon the children's right to free speech. She stated, "It's ridiculous. People who ask for that either have no confidence in themselves or they know they are doing something wrong." Levin further criticized Meghan's choice of attire during the visit, suggesting that wearing expensive clothing and jewelry to a less affluent school was inappropriate and indicative of a desire to show off. In another instance, Levin questioned Meghan's feminist credentials. Despite Meghan's long-standing advocacy for gender equality and women's rights, Levin argued that Meghan's actions contradicted her proclaimed feminist values. She claimed that Meghan married someone with loads of millions and is seeing her fortune that way, suggesting that Meghan's financial standing was primarily derived from her marriage rather than her independent efforts. 2321. Levin further asserted that Meghan's wealth accumulation was largely due to being thoroughly nasty about Harry's royal family, implying that Meghan's criticisms of the royal family were financially motivated. Levin has also commented on the dynamics of Meghan and Prince Harry's relationship. She suggested that Prince Harry appeared frightened of Meghan, interpreting his body language and behavior as indicative of a power imbalance in their relationship. Levin stated, "I think he is frightened of her because of the way he looks at her. He doesn't want to say something if she wants to speak." These remarks have been criticized for delving into personal aspects of the couple's relationship without substantive evidence. The public's reaction to Levin's remarks has been polarized. While some individuals appreciate her candidness and perceive her as a defender of traditional royal values, a significant portion of the public views her commentary as excessively harsh and biased against Meghan Markle. Social media platforms have become arenas for heated debates, with many users expressing their disapproval of Levin's statements. Critics argue that Levin's focus on Meghan often lacks objectivity and disproportionately highlights negative aspects. For instance, her critique of Meghan's attire during the school visit was seen by some as an unnecessary focus on superficial details, detracting from the charitable purpose of the visit. Additionally, her questioning of Meghan's feminist credentials has been challenged, with detractors pointing to Meghan's extensive history of advocating for women's rights and gender equality, independent of her marriage to Prince Harry. The backlash has not been limited to social media. Various opinion pieces and articles have criticized Levin's approach, suggesting that her commentary contributes to a broader pattern of unfair media treatment toward Meghan Markle. This discourse has sparked discussions about the role of the media in perpetuating negative stereotypes and the responsibility of journalists to provide balanced and fair coverage. The frequency and nature of Levin's critiques have led some observers to suggest that she harbors an undue preoccupation with Meghan Markle. This perceived obsession raises questions about the motivations behind her commentary. One perspective is that Levin's extensive focus on Meghan is driven by a desire to uphold traditional royal values and protect the institution from perceived threats. From this viewpoint, Meghan's modern approach and willingness to challenge established norms may be seen as disruptive, prompting defensive reactions from traditionalists. Conversely, critics argue that Levin's persistent, negative focus on Meghan may stem from personal biases or a desire for increased media attention. 23-22. In the competitive landscape of royal journalism, provocative commentary can attract significant public interest, potentially incentivizing sensationalism over balanced reporting. The repetitive nature of Levin's critiques, often centered on personal attributes or unverified claims, has been criticized for lacking substantive analysis. This pattern contributes to a media environment where sensationalist narratives overshadow meaningful discourse, potentially influencing public perception based on incomplete or biased information. Levin's commentary exemplifies a broader issue within media circles: the power to shape public perception through persistent narratives. The media wields significant influence in constructing and reinforcing public images of individuals, particularly public figures like Meghan Markle. When journalists and media outlets consistently highlight negative aspects of an individual's life or character, it can create a skewed public perception. This phenomenon, often referred to as media framing, involves selecting certain aspects of a perceived reality and making them melon. In conclusion, Angela Levin's persistent negative commentary on Meghan Markle has sparked widespread criticism and raised important questions about media bias and ethical journalism. While Levin positions herself as a royal expert defending the institution, her remarks often appear overly personal and disproportionately critical of Meghan. From questioning Meghan's feminist credentials to suggesting Harry is frightened of his wife, Levin's statements frequently rely on subjective interpretations rather than substantive analysis. This has led many to question whether her focus on Meghan is driven by professional integrity or a personal agenda. The public backlash against Levin's remarks underscores a growing frustration with the media's treatment of Meghan and Harry. Many believe the couple has been unfairly vilified, and Levin's repeated critiques only add fuel to the fire. Social media users, journalists, and royal watchers alike have called out the inconsistencies in how Meghan is portrayed compared to other members of the royal family. This criticism reflects a broader cultural shift in how audiences perceive media narratives, with more people demanding fairness and accountability from journalists who cover high-profile figures. Furthermore, Levin's obsession with Meghan highlights a troubling pattern in royal reporting, where certain figures are repeatedly targeted while others are protected. The relentless scrutiny directed at Meghan, often under the guise of journalistic analysis, has been called out as part of a larger systemic issue within British tabloid culture. The media's ability to shape public perception through selective coverage and repeated negative framing can have long-term consequences, not just for individuals like Meghan, but for the credibility of journalism itself.